Did you know that something as simple as a small mistake at night could put your life at risk? It's not just about aging or bad luck. In fact, many of the causes are quiet, subtle, and surprisingly common. Most people don't even realize they might be at risk. This video isn't meant to scare you. It's here to protect you, because the truth is, dying in your sleep after 70 is often avoidable. The advice you'll hear today isn't about rare medical emergencies or complicated health conditions. These are everyday habits and subtle signals that build up over time. But if you catch them early, you can prevent an unseen danger from shortening your life. For many older adults, sleep is a vulnerable time. Our bodies relax and our guard goes down. If certain conditions go unchecked, the result can be deadly. But that doesn't have to be your story. In fact, some of the most effective things you can do to stay safe take just a few minutes every day. In this video, we'll walk you through 4 crucial habits that can dramatically reduce your risk of dying in your sleep after 70. You'll learn how to recognize danger signs, which daily changes matter most, and why these small actions can save your sleep and even your life. 1. Uncontrolled blood pressure at night. It might surprise you, but many sudden deaths during sleep after 70 are linked to one quiet and often ignored culprit: nighttime hypertension. We often focus on daytime blood pressure, but it's what happens while you're sleeping that could be the most dangerous. At night, your blood pressure should naturally dip to give your heart a rest. But for some seniors, it either stays high or even spikes. This increases the risk of strokes, heart attacks, and sudden cardiac events while you're asleep. What makes this particularly dangerous is that it usually goes unnoticed. You don't feel dizzy or experience pain. It happens silently while you're resting. This is why cardiologists recommend something called ambulatory monitoring, a small device that tracks your blood pressure over 24 hours, especially during sleep. Take Patricia, for example. At 81, she always kept her blood pressure under control during the day. But after a routine checkup, her doctor suggested a 24-hour test just to be safe. The results were surprising. Her blood pressure wasn't dipping at night at all. In fact, it was spiking around 3 a.m. That simple insight led to a change in her medication timing, and more importantly, likely prevented a serious health crisis. If you've never had your blood pressure monitored at night, it's worth discussing with your doctor, especially if you're waking up suddenly, having vivid dreams, or feeling tired even after a full night's rest. A simple adjustment, like walking in the evening or cutting back on salted dinner, can help restore a safer rhythm for your body. Your heart needs rest, just like any muscle. If it's overworking during your sleep, the consequences can be severe. 2. Interrupted breathing during sleep. Another major risk that often goes unnoticed is interrupted breathing during sleep, also known as sleep apnea. It's not just about loud snoring or waking up feeling groggy the next day. For seniors, untreated sleep apnea can put stress on the heart, lower oxygen to the brain, and significantly increase the risk of dying in your sleep. What makes it tricky is that many people don't even know they have it. They think waking up tired is just part of aging. But pauses in breathing, gasping during the night, or waking up with dry mouth or headache are all red flags. The longer sleep apnea goes undiagnosed, the more it stresses your heart, especially during those critical hours when your body is supposed to be resting and restoring. Take Albert, a 76-year-old former truck driver. He thought he was just getting older, but his wife noticed that he would stop breathing for several seconds during the night. After agreeing to a sleep study, he was diagnosed with moderate sleep apnea. He was given a CPAP machine, and while it was uncomfortable at first, within a few weeks, he felt clearer, more rested, and the risks during his sleep dramatically decreased. If you sleep alone, it can be harder to notice the signs. But pay attention to how you feel when you wake up. Do you find yourself nodding off during the day? Are you waking up refreshed or still tired? Good sleep isn't just about the number of hours. It's about the quality of those hours. If your breathing is disrupted, your body isn't getting the rest it needs to thrive. 3. Poor bedroom air quality. Most people think of clean air as something to worry about during the day, but what you breathe while you sleep might be quietly harming you. Bedroom air quality has a far greater impact on sleep-related health risks than most seniors realize. As we age, Our lungs become more sensitive, our circulation slows, and our immune systems aren't as strong. This means that pollutants, dust, mold spores, or carbon dioxide buildup in a closed-off bedroom can silently burden our cardiovascular and respiratory systems. It's not always dramatic, like gasping for air, but sometimes it's subtle. Shallow breathing, irregular heartbeats, or drops in oxygen levels can weaken your heart over time. Let's take Walter, 76. He was always a good sleeper, but over time, he started waking up groggy and confused. His doctor initially chalked it up to aging, but when his daughter brought over an air quality monitor, it revealed that the CO levels in his room were nearly double what was safe. Walter's room had no ventilation, and he slept with the windows closed. After adding an air purifier and cracking a window for some fresh air, his sleep quality improved drastically within a week. Improving bedroom air quality doesn't require expensive changes. Simply opening a window, using a good air purifier, and checking for mold or dust can make a huge difference. The air you breathe while you sleep is just as important as the food you eat when you're awake. For infrequent nighttime movement, it might sound strange, but one of the subtle signs that something's wrong during sleep is the lack of movement. Our bodies are designed to shift positions multiple times throughout the night. These small adjustments help regulate circulation, reduce pressure on organs, and prevent the buildup of carbon dioxide in the lungs. But when a senior stops moving in their sleep, it could indicate something more serious than simply being a still sleeper. Reduced movement during sleep has been linked to heart irregularities, declining nervous system responsiveness, and even early stages of neurodegenerative conditions. Take George, 84. His daughter noticed that his bed seemed untouched every morning. Initially, she thought he was just a deep sleeper, but during a checkup, doctors discovered early signs of heart block. His body wasn't responding to shifts in blood pressure properly, which caused his system to become unnaturally still during sleep. Once George started light cardio and was fitted with a monitor, his sleep became more active, and his heart rate variability improved. That simple change may have added years to his life. It's important to understand that when our bodies become too still, it often means that protective systems, like balance sensors, spinal reflexes, or subconscious muscle tone, are failing to respond. This isn't just a sign of aging. It's a potential danger. You don't need fancy equipment to track this. Just observe. Are your sheets rumpled in the morning? Do you wake up in the same position every day? If so, this is something to mention to your doctor. Encouraging nighttime movement could be as simple as gentle stretching before bed, avoiding heavy sedatives, or ensuring your room is at a comfortable temperature. Final thoughts. Growing older brings its share of challenges, but it also offers us wisdom, awareness, and a chance to renew our commitment to health. The tips we've shared today aren't meant to alarm you. They're here to empower you. Many of the risks seniors face during sleep can be addressed with small, meaningful changes. You don't need to turn your life upside down. Just pay attention to the signals your body is sending, especially at night. Your sleep isn't just rest. It's one of the clearest reflections of your overall health. From the way you breathe to how your heart behaves to whether you shift your body at night. These signs are like quiet messengers reminding you to stay aware and proactive. So don't ignore the snore. Don't dismiss the stillness. And don't overlook the small changes that can make a big difference. You've made it this far, and that alone speaks volumes about your resilience. But there's still more life to live, more mornings to wake up to, and more people who want you around for a long time. Thank you for joining us today. If you've learned something valuable, please leave a comment below and share one thing you plan to use in your life. Remember, you're worth protecting, even while you sleep. Stay proactive, stay aware, and keep taking those small steps that lead to a longer, fuller life. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs and inspires. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.